All right, me and my friends were talking today, and we was talking about fact checking. Fact check. A lot of things get fact checked that don't need to be fact checked, but there's some things that you know that needs fact check don't get fact checked. But then when something get fact checked, kind of raise my eyebrows a little bit. But we gonna talk about that a little later. We got to talking about television programming. And in my younger days, I used to believe to myself, like, man, hypnosis ain't real. You can't be hypnotized. That, false information, you can't be hypnotized. Until I thought about it strongly and really recognized what I was dealing with for a second. We're being hypnotized every single day. When you sit down and watch TV, it's something that comes, first of all, you got to know what hypnosis is. Hypnosis is when something gets your full attention, then you get lost in a trance, and then subconscious, and it goes to your subconscious, and now, things can control you off hypnosis. So let's see how the TV works. When you sit down and whatever you're into, when you're deep inside of the television, you kind of lose a sense of where you are at the moment or what time it is. You can't think of two things at one time. When you're focused on the television and you're really watching it, and the reality, and when you start to get into the reality of the TV, the reality around you starts to disappear. You get even when you watch a TV show, you get hypnosis, you get hypnotized for that period of time. Then commercial break is when you break. That's why it's called television programming. You get hypnotized, and you walk away. You get hypnotized, then commercial. You get hypnotized, and then commercial. That's why a lot of fears come from. You getting hypnotized to be scared of things. Such things like snakes is a common fear. But how many movies we have that shows the terror in snakes or monsters and all these other things that we're scared of, paranoid activity, all that ghosts and all this other stuff. This hypnosis that we're taking in from the television is allowing us to allowing these certain type of low frequencies such as fear to come into our hearts. And when it comes into our heart, we vibrate even lower in our flesh that we already are. So there's nothing on TV that's going to challenge you to be better than what you are, be greater than what you are. Even when you watch my videos, this is a form of hypnosis. If you get lost into what you're watching to me, and you're drowning the world out around you, then that's what you do when you watch videos. I notice people have been on this red pill wave for a minute now, and they say watch these videos to be aware. They're telling you to get your daily hypnosis. Now, hypnosis don't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Hypnosis can be a good thing. It can lead you to the right path. That's why they call it television programming. It's programming your mind. So every time you watch, if you get your daily dose of anything every single day, that's why I was trying to tell you when I made that video called "The Universe Eventually Agrees with You." Because when you telling yourself that over and over and over again, you actually hypnotizing yourself. Hypnosis is really the training of the conscious. You're training your consciousness over and over and over again. So when you watching TV and you taking all this information in, and you forget the word, whether you watching a tearjerker, and the reality around you just disappears, and now you really feeling this emotion of this actor. That's why they need actors. They need actors because it's going to make the world around you disappear. So keep that in mind. That's why it's always important to watch out what you're eating, because if you don't watch what you're eating, then there's going to be a situation of where you can't really embrace greatness and walk in positivity, because you're feeding yourself a lot. You hypnotizing yourself with a lot of negativity. Hypnosis is very real. That's just the first thing. Think about it. When you're sitting down watching TV, you're in a trance. This is you. And then when somebody come interrupt that trance, you'll catch attitude. Hey, mom. Hey. Like, what? Because they're messing up the hypnosis. You'll get an attitude, because that's a connection. Hypnosis is an energy surge connection. So think about that next time. Always remember, hypnotize yourself with greatness. You embrace greatness and walk in positivity.